I'm late. I'm late. I know I'm late. But a bitch got a lot going on with this here. So, yeah, I'm here though. What's the deal, y'all? This be your boy Scotty, and we're here for another review of the Come Up Miami Season 1, Episode 7. So let's get right on into the tea, because there was a whole lot of tea, but it wasn't that much tea, though. It was a pretty mild episode, not a lot of drama. It's just basically getting us reintroduced to everybody, because they had not seen each other for over 4 months due to the fact that coronavirus had struck, okay? So we're about to get right on into the get down right now. Jamal and Sean, they are working out right now, and they're talking about everything that has gone on with COVID-19. Now, everybody knows that COVID-19 has hindered a lot of people with whether it's their health, whether it's their finances, or everything else like that. I hate my job for the most part, but I am thankful to be an essential worker because I had to continue to work throughout all of this stuff, and thank God I have not contracted COVID-19 at all during this time period. So I've been trying to be safe and trying to do the best thing I can for myself, so that's all I can say on that. But they're talking about that, and you know, Jamal winded up catching COVID-19, and he had to quarantine for like the whole 14 days. And during the time that he was in quarantine, he had to think about a way of how he was going to make money. His business had shut down. Everything had to shut down due to the pandemic, and he had to think about, what can I do to get myself some money and get myself a new apartment, because he even had to move out of his apartment that he could no longer afford to pay for, because his business and his job had shut the fuck down. So he did not know what he could do. So what he decided to do was, voila, okay, the pandemic is the reason why I ain't got no money right now, so how am I going to be able to make money quickly? Making a mask. The pandemic is the reason why I ain't got no money, so now the pandemic gonna be the reason why I got some money, okay? Not only that, he made $7,000 off making masks alone. You know what I mean? So the pandemic, as horrible as it's been, is giving people different avenues and different reasons to try and make money. I do know that the pandemic had a lot to do with my channel, and even though Jamar and I, my best friend and co-host of The Prelude and co-host of my upcoming podcast, which I'm not going to release the name just yet, but we already had discussed everything that we was going to do with our individual platforms. But when COVID hit and we did not know what was going to happen, we went tooth and nail hard on what we was going to do with our channels, and it's pretty much paid the fuck off. I'm telling you, I have been blessed, okay? This is the most visibility I have ever seen in over the 10 years I've been doing this shit. So shout out to Jamal for even beating COVID-19, because not everybody was able to do it, but also taking that time out while he was in quarantine to make some extra money. People don't even think on their feet that hard, so I commend you for that. You are a business-minded person, and you always thinking about other streams of income, and that's why I fuck with you. So apparently Jamal and Sean have been invited to Miles's house. Now Miles is having a vegan dinner. He wants to invite all of the guys. Jamal was basically saying that he don't mind going to Miles's house for the dinner. It's just that he has not connected with Miles. It's not like it's an issue with him or not or anything like that, but he just has not connected to him. You know, in the pandemic also didn't help because they had to stop filming. So that's just the person where, you know, we good, we cool, but we just haven't connected. And I know a lot of people like that, even in the YouTube community. It's a lot of people that I like, but we never got that chance to have that type of connection where I could call you and talk to you and build a friendship. You know what I mean? But we cool though, and we're amicable, and we support each other. So that's just the basis of that, so I understand. But they don't really want to go to the dinner to talk about bullshit that's been going on amongst the group. They just want to come support Miles and have a good time. Now then, they start talking about the entanglement, the August Alsina and Jada Pinkett shit that was going on between Sean and Prince. Now y'all already know that at this point, Sean and Prince are a couple, because you know Prince was the first person we interviewed a couple, like maybe about a month and a half ago. I'm guessing because he got with Sean not too long after he broke up with his boyfriend, it became a situation where, you know, he was still having feelings for his ex. He was still thinking about his ex, and Sean wound up being a rebound pretty much. He wasn't trying to make him a rebound, but he turned out to be a rebound, and it caused friction between him and Sean, and rightfully so. I mean, bitch, don't be having me as your goddamn rebound. When you ready to fuck with me, make sure that nigga that was before me is completely out of your system. We don't need to move too fast or anything like that. Like, we can talk, we can build something, we can get to know each other, but we gonna take it slow, because I know you just got out of a relationship, and a lot of the times I don't like talking to people when they just get out of a relationship, because this shit is scary, and I don't want nobody fucking with my feelings and my heart, because when I like you, I fucking like you, okay? And there's nothing nobody can tell me different about you. When I fuck with you, I fuck with you, and that's just what it is. Can't nobody tell me shit. I fuck with you, okay? So I totally get it. So we meet up with Jovir again, and he introduces us to a brand new, dark-skinned, handsome-ass cast member by the name of Xavier. Basically, they have been Instagram friends for maybe about 3 months. I think Jovir was asked to do some work for him, and now he's on the show. As they're sitting down at the table, Jovir was basically giving him the rundown on everybody that's in the group. He was basically telling him about everybody in the group. You know, he still got an issue with Jamal about the sugar baby coming, which I don't understand why that's such a big damn deal. Like, it's fun shade. Why are you mad? But okay. And he invites him to Miles's little vegan dinner or whatever. So, you know, Xavier is just here for meeting new people, getting to know folks, and all of this other stuff. And that's really what the new cast members is always about when they first come on the show. You know what I mean? But we already know it's about to go to hell. And we already seen that, because you know he did an interview with Aaron Wiles Out. Shout out to Aaron. And you know, when me, Terrence, and Bubs did our interview with Prince, and Prince said what he had to say about him, they got into a war under the video. So you already know that there's an issue going on between the two of them. Well, there's issues going on with Xavier and other people in the cast at this point. And he just seems so nice, sweet, handsome, cute, all of this other stuff, and it don't seem like he'll be in no drama. But looks can be deceiving, child. Looks can be deceiving. Prince and his friend, they go out on the beach or whatever, and they start talking about his situation with Sean, and how Prince feels like he ruined that because he was still in love, still thinking about Prince. You know what? Still thinking about Brandon. I'm sorry, that's his name, Brandon. And you know, they fell out, but him and Sean have fallen out, but it's not like it's on bad terms. It's just that he knows that he was in the wrong, how he handled the situation, and he probably just wants to make things right. And he knows that he never wanted Sean to be a rebound, but that's what wound up happening, because he basically had a Monica type thing. Like, I never meant to cause your ass no pain, Sean, but just know that I just want to go back to being the same. But I only want to make things right before you walk out my life. He wanted to make things right with Sean, and just basically say, you deserve better. You know what I mean? You deserve better. You don't deserve to be in my web of bullshit. You just came along. You're a great time. You give me what I need. But at the end of the day, I just don't think that it's right for me to put you in this situation. And that's noble. But I feel like, I don't think that Prince expected to still be, you know, pining after his ex. But that tends to happen. I mean, like I said, November the 30th marked a year of my breakup with my ex-boyfriend. And it took me months to really get over it. Sometimes, you know, when you're really deeply in love with somebody, it really takes a long time to get over it. Like, I spent December crying. I spent January crying. I spent February crying. In March, April, even May. Even June, I didn't really get to a point where I could forgive this man until maybe about August sometime. And we had a great conversation, and everything is all gooey, as T.S. Lil Kendrick would say, all gooey. So it takes a while. So sometimes you got to give yourself that time to really, really process everything and get over it. And I think that's what Prince went wrong at. And, you know, shit happens. You know, shit happens. Then the conversation goes into the shit that Bam Bam been saying. And y'all already know that Bam Bam is full of shit, full of mess and everything else up under the sunshine. He is. But apparently Bam Bam was on the after show with Karan, and he had some things to say about Prince, calling him the janitor of the group. And I'm just like, the janitor? What the hell made you call this nigga a janitor, girl? A janitor. Child. These folks can be very fucking disrespectful. Okay. And not only did he call the man a janitor, he's sitting up here liking his ex-boyfriend's pictures on Instagram. First you called me a janitor and you throw shade at me. Now you want to like my ex-dick's photos just to add insult to injury. Bitch, you want a problem. And bitch, you want to fight. That's just what it is to me. I'm sorry. But that's just what it is to me, bitch. You want to fight. Obviously, you want to fight. You got to. Because if you just call me a goddamn janitor, basically trying to say that I'm in charge of the Lysol and the Pine Sol and the cleaning products and the Clorox and the mop and the broom and every goddamn thing else, but then you liking my ex-nigga pictures just to spite me. Oh, bitch. Now it's time for Miles's vegan tasting. Okay, it's time for his taste. And Prince is the first one to show up. So and Miles is the type of bitch that's like this. Look now, when y'all come in my house, y'all gotta take them shoes off now. Y'all gotta take the shoes off. Make sure y'all have some motherfucking socks on. Cause y'all gotta take these goddamn shoes off. Y'all gotta take them shoes off. And listen. I don't blame you. I don't want none of y'all mud tracks up in my damn house. Period. So as they're sitting down having a conversation, they start talking about Sean. And he was basically telling Miles that it wasn't an entanglement, but it was something that happened and it didn't just go the way that I wanted it to. I mean, we have no bad blood. I just haven't seen nor talked to Sean in a while. And, you know, me and my boyfriend are no longer together, so that's a done deal. You know, that just goes to show you how far disconnected Miles has been to that set of people in the group. The rest of the guys are there, and they start, well, the rest of the guys except for Jovier, Bam Bam, and Xavier. It's Miles, Sean, Jamal, and Prince now, and they're talking about the division in the group and everything that's been going on with the group and stuff like that. And it's obvious that there's a clear divide. There is Sean, Prince, and Jamal on one side, and you got Xavier, Bam Bam, and Jovier on one side, and Miles is right here in the middle. He right here in the middle. You could say that Miles is on that side, but I mean, I don't think he is. I think that he's dead smack in the middle. He fucks with them. He may fucks with some people that's more so than others, but I think that he's completely in the middle. He's like the banana. He got to split his ass on out of here. That's pretty much what it is. And Bam Bam arrives with Xavier. Nobody knows who he is, and Miles don't know who the fuck this is. And he thought that was fucking Prince's boyfriend. And Prince was like, that is not my boyfriend. And if it was my boyfriend, his ass would not be at this fucking get-together, baby. He would not be here. And after that, Prince pretty much confronts Bam Bam about what he was saying about him as far as like the janitor comment, liking the pictures and all of that stuff. Bam Bam says that he don't have a problem with Prince and that at the end of the day he did not know that was his ex-boyfriend, I believe. And you know, they never really got a chance to get to know each other. Then they stopped filming because of the pandemic, and that made it even worse, and it made it even more difficult for them to connect. But Bam Bam, if you don't got a problem with Prince, why are you shading him so hard on the after show? Because when I saw that damn show, I felt like you were shading the shit out of him. And I just couldn't understand why you were shading the shit out of him. I just didn't understand it. But it is what it is, child. I don't know what's going on with Bam Bam. I think listen. I don't know, child, but it seems to me like you was taking your shots. That's what it comes across to me as a person. That's what it comes across to me. You were taking your shots. You were trying to be shady. You were trying to be petty. And, you know, it's okay if that's what you were doing, but just own it. You know what I mean? Like, but he said that he wasn't being shady. He don't got a problem with Prince. But I would feel like if a person was taking their time out to take shots at me on the after show and saying I'm the janitor, bitch, I'm gonna take it personal. So, cause what the fuck you mean? Why the fuck I gotta be in charge of the cleaning supplies and shit? Like, why I gotta be in charge of it? Like, you could have called me the cafeteria lady, even though I can't cook. Why you gotta, child? So then Jovier, pretty much confronts Jamal about the Sugar Baby comment. I don't know why we still on the Sugar Baby shit. Sugar Baby, Mike and Ike, whatever. I don't know why we still on this. But they get past it. Because they get past it quick because it wasn't shit. That's why I don't understand why the fuck we still talking about it. Like, they get past it because it was shit to get past. So, okay, but child. Then they start comparing and contrasting their own experiences with coronavirus because they both caught COVID-19. soon as I say something about COVID-19. But they talk about how they both had COVID-19 and how it affected them in different ways. And you know it is what it is. I'm glad that they were able to get past that minor situation. But I'm pretty sure that there's more to come. Now, after all of that, Sean and Prince, they finally go and they talk. Prince break down to him. He's sorry. And Prince looking at him like Sierra with, all you had to do is say that I'm sorry. Oh, hey, bitch. They talk everything out. They talk their issues out. Sean still don't have no issues with Prince despite everything that went down between them. He don't have no hard feelings. And he just feels like at the end of the day, no matter what happens, he's going to always be there for him. And I don't blame you for just being there for him. You know, people make mistakes. People make fucked up decisions. People don't know what they want sometimes. And it's just, that's just what it is sometimes. Like, you can't really just, as long as a person is very apologetic for what they are doing, then I can't help but give them kudos for that. Because he did apologize. He did call out his own wrongdoings. And that's it. So, I can't hold that against the child. But with that being said, this is my review on the Come Up Miami. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Follow me on all social media. It will be at the bottom. And also, for those of you who watch the Come Up Miami, be on the lookout for the interview that myself, Giving You the Real Tea, and Bubs the God will be doing with Jamal. Okay, we'll be interviewing him tomorrow night at 8/7 Central on Giving You the Real Tea's YouTube channel. If you don't know who Giving You the Real Tea is, bitch, you better find out. We will be interviewing him on his channel this time. So with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow for the interview. And I got a film chasing Atlanta, child. I'm out of here. Peace.